Hey everybody, Jillian here with a new Bible journaling process video. Today I'm going to be working with the Illustrating Bible. This is the original version. If you haven't heard, there's a new version coming out in May. More on that later. So I'm going to be using the Confetti Devotional Kit from Illustrated Faith here. I'm journaling in the last session called The Ultimate Party. This that I'm journaling here is not one of the prompts that April includes, but thinking about the ultimate party, I thought of this passage in Revelation chapter 5. So here's a look at some things I'm using: the sticker sheet from the kit, some Target handmade modern craft paints in Goldenrod, blood orange, lilac, and bright teal. If you missed that, I'll have all of the info in the video description below the video. And some of the paper pieces included with the kit. So I'm going to layer these two tags together. I had to use the glitter, even though it kind of gets everywhere. I had to use it because we are talking about the ultimate party here. I've also got some printables from the Illustrated Faith digital shop, the Print and Pray shop. These were designed by Shauna Noel. I love the big block alphas, some of my favorite things from her. And I'm going to use this large piece. I'm going to customize both of these. You'll see here in a moment. So I know that I want to put this sticker, the ultimate party, on top of the tag, covering what was originally there. It had some happy birthday to you. Wanted to cover that birthday phrase. I'm thinking about here maybe having it say the ultimate instead of the ultimate party, but I needed the whole sticker to cover that phrase. And then I'm going to layer the glitter tag behind it and then get them down on the page. Glitter doesn't take adhesive well, so I'm going to use my tiny attacher, only to realize it's out of staples. So I'm going to temporarily adhere it together as best I can, which doesn't work at all, you'll see. And then go back and fix it later. So these are two very large elements, and I would only use these personally in the Illustrating Bible because the margins are so large. They're like 4 inches at least. And so I am going to cut out this word all so that the title reads, "The Ultimate Party is for you." Talking to Jesus Christ here in the margins of my Bible. So I wanted to bring this sticker down a little bit. Fortunately, it peeled up multiple times from this tag pretty easily without destroying either element. Once I figure out its placement, I think it's okay there, I'm going to move it and then get some paint down on the page. So I have put these four paint colors onto this palette, and I'm using a paint card to apply the paint. I put way too much down. You do not need big globs of paint like I put here. But the whole look I was going for was super messy, and so I wanted to have not very much control, so the paint kind of did its own thing. So I'm just dabbing the edge of the card into the paint globs on this palette, and then just applying a little bit of pressure onto my Bible page. You can see there that I took the excess off, or wiped the excess off into a blank traveler's notebook insert. So that can be the foundation for my next page. I think that's such a fun, creative exercise to kind of give yourself a foundation to work from and try and figure it out. Does that make sense? And you can see that I'm even putting paint on top of the wet paint that's already there, so that they kind of just lay on top of each other. They don't mix, they lay on top of each other. It provides a cool look. So I'm going to go back in with this lilac color, and how fun is this? I decided to put it in one more place on the page up above the verse that I'm journaling, verse 13 in Revelation 5. And it's really gloopy, very globby. I am just going to let this dry on its own. I'm not even going to attempt to take my heat tool to it. So here is what I have left to work with. I got my tassel and the wet paint on my page. No surprise. And so while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and put some staples in my tiny attacher. Alright, so it's dry-ish here, and I'm going to go ahead and get these large elements on the page. While I'm doing this, without further ado, let me read the verse to you that I'm journaling. Revelation chapter 5, verse 13. I heard every creature in heaven, on earth, under the earth, on the sea, and everything in them say, blessing and honor and glory and power be to the one seated on the throne and to the Lamb forever and ever. Our voices join the chorus of billions offering up worship. This is the ultimate party, the ultimate worship session, and we get to take place in that. We are not the object of worship, and we shouldn't be, but what an incredible honor to get to be there and to worship our Creator and our Savior. And since this is the ultimate party, what is a party without confetti? I'm going to put a bunch of confetti on the page using the stickers from the kit, stamps from the kit, to really create a party on the page. Of course, nothing like what we will get to experience in heaven. So I've got this Hooray die cut that I'm going to place underneath this paper clip that goes with the entry on the back of this page. So I'm just going to work with that, and it covers that tab up. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding more confetti straight on top of the paint. And then I'll look to the stamps that Tamara designed. They are so fun. These would be really great for birthday cards too. Like, you could use this stamp in so many different ways, not just for this kit. Super versatile. So I'm going to go in with just plain old black ink and stamp confetti all over the page. And then see if this little celebrate banner can work here, if I can layer it behind this tag. Looks good enough, so I'm going to go ahead and get that guy in there. And then finish off my title, writing that word is in there so that it reads, the ultimate party is for you. So here's my verse. I'm thinking, okay, do I want to highlight this? I want to bring a little more pink out of this page. While this yellow, the dark Naples ochre, is a great match, do I have a pink that I can maybe use? So I looked to a couple different things, a Neocolor crayon, a pink brush pen, but none of them were the color that I was really looking for, so I ended up grabbing the highlighter washi tape from Illustrated Faith and just creating like a little half box around the passage like you've seen me do a bunch of times. After I've made sure that the paint is dry enough and then it's not going to get all over my arm and like smear it around with my arm while I'm writing, I'm going to get my journaling down, and it just says, what an honor to be a small part of your eternal plan. Help me to remember my life is not about me, but something much bigger. With my journaling done, I'm going to add a really fun bow to the top of my page. I got this recently from an Etsy shop that Christine and her husband run. I'll link it below. I hope you guys will check them out. I really love their style. The last thing that I'm going to do for the page is add my date stamp. And there it is, party on a page, celebrating the one to whom all praise and worship and honor and glory and power is due. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to pick up any of the supplies that I used, I've got them linked in the video description below, but shop your own stash first. See if there's stuff that you have that you could use to create whatever's on your heart. Just know that you don't need all the things. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.